Good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday. It is August 28th. Lisa, Dillon, Scott here with you this morning. First day of school for all of those Fargo students. Big day.
Oh, yeah.
We'll get to your first day of school forecast in a moment. Of course, we like to remind you we're live on Facebook every weekday morning. It stays on your feed throughout the day, so you can watch it whenever it works best for you. We also make it into a podcast. You can find that at inform.com/podcast. Just look for the Inform Minute or anywhere you find your podcasts.
All right, Dylan, today we started off with some fog. Is that still out there?
Yep, still fog west of the Red River, so into east central North Dakota. Still pretty foggy out there. Dense fog advisory in effect until 10.
Mm-hmm.
This afternoon becoming breezy out of the southeast, 10 to 20, gusting up to 30 miles an hour, increasing the humidity in front of a cold front, which will move on through late tonight into tomorrow morning. Storms likely developing around supper time somewhere in central North Dakota, then rolling eastward as we push on into overnight tonight into tomorrow morning, capable of wind gusts to 70 miles an hour and golf ball sized hail. So that's a pretty, we haven't really seen a ton of severe weather this summer, so something to definitely watch. And then into tomorrow, those storms likely ending by the middle of the day, and then into the afternoon, the front pushing on through, which will be decreasing humidity big time. Wind out of the west gusting 35 to 40 miles an hour, really bringing in this refreshing air. And then into the weekend, things aren't looking too bad. Looking dry after tonight's rain chance through about Monday before we have a couple chances of showers next week.
Okay, so if you're planning your Labor Day weekend, looks pretty good to go.
It does. Saturday looks a little breezy. The Sunday looks a little cool. Highs only in the low to mid 70s, but I mean, nothing wrong with it. It's pretty much average for this time of year. Nothing wrong with that at all. No rain, so that's good.
That's good. Great news. Okay,
right.
Thank you, Dylan.
You bet.
Well, breaking news this morning. We broke this on First News this morning. A West Fargo school is closed today because of a water main break. Westside Elementary had to cancel classes because of that issue. The break was discovered overnight around 12:15. Crews were able to quickly get the water shut off, so there wasn't a lot of damage. But of course, they have to keep the water off to do some fixes throughout the day, so you can't have class if you don't have water. School is expected to be back open tomorrow.
All right, meantime, it is back to school for kids in Fargo. It's the last district in the metro to head back to class. So, those kids going today for the first day of the school year should be arriving really anytime now and starting classes. So here's something you need to know as a parent, though. The school district has switched to a new mass communication system. Parents need to opt in to get text message updates from their kids' schools. The district warns you that if you don't do this, you could miss out on important information. So make sure to text the word yes to the number 79041 if you have kids in the Fargo School District.
And Grand Forks students all back in class as well starting today. Grades 10 through 12 go back today. Of course, we reported for you on WDAY why the kids grades K through 9 started on Tuesday. Concordia College also has its first day of classes today.
All right, the city of Fargo has a favor to ask of you. It's to stop flushing stuff down the toilet that's not supposed to be flushed down. The city shared like a pretty gross picture of a giant blockage that was in the sewer system and is disgusting. So the city is asking people to avoid flushing things like cotton swabs, feminine products, wet wipes. Those types of things can clog up the pipes, they can break pumps, and potentially cost thousands of dollars in repair costs.
Have you ever used one of those little snakes in like your sink just to pull out all the...
I prefer not to.
Yeah, it was like times 1,000 is what they pulled out. It was just this gross... Oh. Anyway, it was a good reminder, though. It got our attention to stop flushing stuff we shouldn't. You might see extra law enforcement on the roads this weekend. It's part of the statewide campaign to keep drivers safe in North Dakota. Vision Zero is launching the Buckle Up, Phone Down pledge in September. There will be extra officers out on the roads making sure people follow the state's distracted driving laws. They say it's a good time to focus on the importance of wearing your seatbelt and driving distraction-free. Vision Zero says these two decisions can prevent deadly crashes.
We always think about drunk driving as obviously the big no-no, but distracted driving can really have an impact too.
Absolutely.
So be careful. Tickets for UND hockey go on sale today. You can find those single game tickets on Ticketmaster or at the Ralph Engelstad box office. So you can do that starting at 10 o'clock. Exciting hockey just around the corner.
Yeah, I'm ready for some UND hockey for sure. Hot Mic with Dom Izzo coming up 9 to 11 on WDAY Extra and Inform.com. Today's the day before the big day. I'm excited. I have a lot of friends who are already in Colorado, of course. Dom's going to be talking about the final preparations underway for NDSU Showdown at Colorado. Grant Olson's joining the show to talk about what the Bison defense needs to do. Plus, South Dakota State opens defense of its own title this weekend against an FBS opponent in Oklahoma State. So we're going to talk a little bit about how the Jacks are prepping for the Cowboys.
Big matchups for FCS teams going
Yes.
against FBS teams. We'll see what happens. That's from 9 to 11 on WDAY Extra with Dom on Hot Mic. Also, don't forget, for just 99 cents a month for your first 3 months, get an all-access pass to Inform.com. Just go to Inform.com/subscribe, and you can get that deal.
Our next newscast is coming up at 11 this morning, and then we have you covered starting at 4 this afternoon, 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10, and we'll be back tomorrow morning for more First News from 5 to 7.
All right. Also on First News tomorrow morning, we'll be tracking the end of those storms, whatever happens overnight. So join us then. Until then, have a great day.